government of Kaduna, Zamfara, Kogi, and other states are planning to file a contempt charge against the Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice, Malami and Governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, Godemefele, over their refusal to implement the Supreme Court judgment on the controversial Naira redesign policy. Recall that the Supreme Court had extended the validity of the old Naira note until December 31st, but the silence of President Buhari on the judgment of the Apex Court had fueled the rejection of the remaining old 1,000 Naira and 500 Naira as legal tender. Some banks had on Monday commenced paying customers the old note in partial compliance with the Supreme Court judgment. But by Wednesday, the banks stopped disbursing the old note as the CBN insisted that it had not given any directive to that effect. According to the Punch, the federal government was on Friday served with the enrolled order and certified true copy of last week's Supreme Court judgment, which also ordered that the old 1,000 Naira, 500 Naira and 200 Naira should be in circulation alongside the new notes till December 31st, 2023. The non-service of the enrolled order and the CTC of the judgment was responsible for the failure of the Muhammadu Buhari-led federal government to direct Emefiele to begin implementing the Apex Court ruling and out the old note already withdrawn from circulation. Our top source understands that the enrolled order and the CTC of the judgment were served on the AGF on Friday afternoon. Speaking to the Punch, counsel for Kaduna, Kogi, and Zamfara states, which dragged the federal government before the Supreme Court on the matter, Abdul Hakim Mustafa San, said that Malami was served with the enrolled order and the CTC of the judgment on Friday afternoon. He stated that he expected immediate compliance with the judgment as the non-service of the document had given the government and the CBN an escape route. Mustafa said the Attorney General of the Federation has been served now and will take it up from there. If there's no compliance now, we will commence committal proceedings against the Attorney General and the CBN Governor. When the Supreme Court talks, the Constitution makes it compulsory for all government representatives and everybody to comply with its order. It's not discretionary, you have to obey. It is the last and the final, and that is why we have separation of power. The presence of separation of power is for checks and balances. When the Supreme Court talks, it must be complied with by all persons. The lawyer had earlier stated, we are waiting for the enrolled order of the court. We are yet to procure it. As soon as we have it, we take the next step. When the Supreme Court talks, all organs of government comply, and if they don't comply, the rules are clear. We are going to activate the necessary legal steps within the ambit of the law, but we need to get the enrolled order and serve the defendants. That's where we are. Anytime from now, we will be able to get the enrolled order and the certified true copy of the judgment. Then we will take it from there, but I can assure you our clients are monitoring the situation and we will take appropriate steps at the right time. Ask what the next step would be if there was still no compliance. After serving the AGF, the enrolled order and the CTC, Mustafa said courts deal with life issues and not speculations. When we get to the bridge, we will cross it. Okay? What's your take on this, my viewers at home? Please drop your reaction in the comment section. Your voice will be loud clear around the world, and ensure you subscribe to our channel for more updates from Daily Express. Okay? Naira crisis, that is on Naira crisis, El-Rufia Matawalle, Yahaya Bello orders to file contempt charge against Malami. Okay, that is it. That's a good one. Nigerians are suffering, paying 1,000, pay 400 naira for 1,000 naira charge, and the federal government is not saying anything. It is so unfortunate. Okay, I think these state governors are trying to ensure that the old naira notes are in circulation and are being used fully. Andrew Ejikeme says this money issue is worrying this man particularly. Hey, who knows how much this man has and pack? It can reach 500 billion. Okay. Abraham Raffles here says yes, oh my brother. Balogun Peter also replies saying listen to typical Igbo defeatist mouth. El-Rufia and co are not fighting for themselves. Disobedience to Supreme Court verdict is an invitation to anarchy, no sentiment. You are right, Balogun Peter. Moving forward now, Tons for me also did reply to Andrew Ejikeme comment saying, so you are happy with the suffering of people because of this non-cash policy. Peter Ikpi says, you sound very foolish. You sound very foolish. Another here says, exactly, it's for themselves that they are fighting this fight, not for Nigerians. Austin Onodaro says, you are such a complex fool. We are talking of something of such magnitude affecting business transactions and livelihood and life itself. You are speculating on an individual. Okay. Then guest to Austin Onodaro saying, generality of Nigerians have been suffering for 8 years from killing, kidnappings, insurgency, banditry, and so on. This particular governor has never experienced any of this or even complained to higher authority about the suffering of the masses. Okay, so that's why you are suspecting El-Rufia. Alright, still taking more reactions. Stay tuned please as we take more reactions here. And the next reaction here, okay, let's see, is from Namala Captain. He says, why not against Buhari? Please leave CBN out of it. Okay, Idris Safiyu says tribalist. Kura also replied to Captain saying CBN is responsible for monetary policy. Okay, but they are taking orders from Buhari, right? And this is all we can take for now. Thanks and God bless. Ensure you subscribe to our channel, spread this report, share it, and bye for now please. Thanks so much. Okay.